Is the stream live? I do not know. Let me just check on my YouTube. Yeah, I think it is live, but I don't know why. Uh, is it live? Yeah, I think I'm live. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is currently 10:46, and we'll be continuing with the build. I think. Let me just switch to my another. Okay. Yep. Wait. All right. Um, where were we? I'm just trying to increase the brightness of my laptop, of the monitor. Okay. Yesterday I was reading about get and post functions in JavaScript and how do I communicate with the backend. And these are some of the notes on get and post and why I'm using get and why I'm using post. Uh, it's not very important because I literally have no idea why uh, I literally have no idea of what these things are. I have never done anything in JavaScript. I've never done anything with backend. This is all completely new to me, and I'm just making a fool of myself working with this thing. But it's good to understand and learn these things and build something, because ultimately what I want is an app that does not suck. Uh, yeah, let me just check if the stream is going well or not. Yep, the stream is going well. Why is it? Yep. The stream is going well. Okay. Alright. Just by the way, I'm using fastAPI, and I'm using fastAPI as the backend, and pure HTML and a little bit of CSS, nothing fancy. And most of the graphs that I plot in my that are rendered on the web page is from Plotly. Plotly is the graph. Uh, Plotly is the library that renders all the graphs that you see on the web page. And let me just show the web page. What happened? Why is it always shifting, man? Right. Just do this and do this. Yep. Show me live. Yep. Show me live. Anyway, stream is healthy. It's all good. All right. So. All right. So for people who it's so weird that I just started coding and I was just I was just the whole thing came on live and I just started streaming. I just started streaming the project from where it was actually. It there was no there is no starting point clearly. The whole thing was everything was posted from the middle. What is this thing about actually? I don't know, man. This is a web page that is showing all of my financial data, not the actual thing. It's just an overview of where I'm spending my money over a particular month. And what this drop down has is a list of categories of what these payments are. So there is UPI expense and there is income, which is my salary and the other bank transfers that comes in. Pretty basic stuff, and ATM withdrawals and credit. But the main thing is that whenever you get a money managing app, all it requires is for the user to input the data every time you make a transaction. Let it be an incoming transaction or an outgoing transaction, you have to manually enter it with the money and all that stuff. You can easily do that on an Excel sheet and get the whole thing, get the analysis by yourself. But all your data is already stored by your bank server. It is in the database already. The only thing missing is the connection between your app and the bank. So most banks just don't give out the statements blindly to any other client, and so that it's not just like, even if you have Google Pay or something, you can only see the transaction made through Google Pay. You do not see the transaction made through other UPI apps or any net banking service, any net banking transactions or NEFT or RTGS things, or some ATM withdrawals or anything like that. Nobody gives out this information, and it is very difficult to consolidate everything and put it together to get the whole picture of your financial footprint. That's what this app is called, the financial footprint. It's like the carbon footprint but for your money. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. So you have all these. So what the app basically does is, if you have 2 or 3 bank accounts and you get all the PDFs or the Excel data of all your bank statements, and you just shove it in the app. The app goes through the pain of parsing the whole thing and putting everything together and giving you an overall picture of where your money is actually going. It is very tedious to just record each and every transaction. I face this problem all the time. I do not have a lot of money, okay? I have limited money, and whenever I use GPay, it feels like I have free money and I do not know where everything is going. But when you open your bank statement and your bank account and you see less money, and you're completely shocked where the money actually went. It's not just our ignorance in spending the money, but it's the convenience of UPI that made us realize that that made us not realize, that made us blind to understand the impact of you giving the or the, made us blind to the impact of you spending the money through cash. If you do it through cash, you would definitely know that there is some kind of loss from your wallet. But if it is done digitally, it is very it is if it is done digitally, it is very it is a very difficult Oh my god, I don't know why is my app. I'm sorry. Why is this web page not showing up? It is supposed to be this. I don't know why is it not shifting. All right, chat. It is supposed to be this. Let me just keep an eye on this live studio app thing. So, what is happening here? One momento. All right. So yeah, that's the thing. I just want an app that just sits there and just it just deals with all your banks, all your personal finance statements, custom templates, uh, all that crazy stuff, because each bank has a different format of bringing their data or storing their data or organizing their data. And somehow this app has to go through the pain of getting all the information, cleaning the other shit out, and get your actual value, and then analyze it and make a graph or something, just to give you a picture of of what is actually happening, right? That's what. So this is actually what I wanted to do. This app is not to just to is not to just show off, or it's not to just add something to the portfolio or something. It is just uh, 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 it's just a side project to make my life a little bit more easier and much a little bit more aware or informed, so that I can live a little bit more, so that I can at least I'm just aware of my situation in the uh, in this moment. It's my financial situation, you know right? So where were we? mm ah See, it's just going. It's just shifting. I just have to look at this, so that I have a problem with my YouTube streaming. Every time I just go to my external monitor, the YouTube, the stream just shifts to my primary inbuilt monitor, and just it is broadcasting my inbuilt laptop screen instead of my monitor, and all the code and everything is there on the external monitor. I don't know why it is doing that. Alright, chat. There is an option to stop switching, I think. So this is what I have, and let me just check if the whole thing is working or not. I'm just gonna keep on working, pretending like nothing is happening, and let me see if this thing is going to switch or not. If it's going to switch, I have to fix it again. Okay. Anyway, usually I don't talk much when I'm working, but the people who see my streams are always saying, what are you working on? Why are you not talking? I don't want to watch someone who's not talking. It's not very interactive. Well, when I work, I tend not to talk, so I tend to just click and type. Uh, if you are, I'm sorry, but that's how I am. I don't know. Anyway, let's just start. I haven't typed a single piece of code for the past 20 minutes. This is what happens here. So the problem I'm stuck, the problem I'm stuck with is this thing. When I go to inspect, whenever I change something, I always get an uncaught reference error, which is something wrong with what I'm doing here. You know, when I change this, there's a test function call, but I always get this uncaught reference error. This is what I've been trying to work on. So far, so good. Alright. What if I do this thing? Then they were saying that this, then console.log data of message is not there. I'm just going to log the message data because this is not going to give anything. See? Right, I have this thing. We just reload the whole thing. We have all the data here, and we have the income. Oh, nice. So this thing is there. So whenever I choose income or expense or something, there is a function being called. This data that I choose here is sent to the fastAPI backend, and the backend responds with a promise whether it is able to communicate with the backend or not. The JavaScript has this API called fetch, which is going to fetch the URL required to do some functions. For example, let me just show you. This is whenever I change something there, the URL that is going to be the JavaScript fetches this URL, the current homepage / the selected value, and I have a matching function for this value. So whenever the drop down box, whenever I change the value in this drop down box, this function is getting called each and every time, and the message test function call is returned to the browser, and from there we can see what kind of data are we dealing with, right? So okay, that's what. this work in I don't know if this will work or not. Just let me just see. What is the value here? ATM. This thing will be called. Alright. So right now we have the app. I have the expense. I choose ATM withdrawals. Then there is an error. Detail not found. So somehow the selected value. See, it is not calling the selected value underscore ATM. It is calling this thing. URL not found. Let me just check. It's currently raining outside. I think the power will go anytime. If the power goes, I think the stream goes. Well, at least I don't know when the stream is going to end. But let me just try working till the power is there. Oh, there are functions called new of URL into this thing. Const URL equal to selected value or something. But here you see Windows href. Okay, let me just get the current URL. Uh, it's this thing. This is the current URL. Window, I think window dot location dot href. All right. All right. Mm, new search params. Is that, do I need JavaScript? Oh, it is automatic semicolon insertion. Okay, right. Okay, fine. I did not know that. Constant params, current URL dot search params, params dot set product dot selected. Product to selected value. URL is not defined. URL is not defined. I don't know what is that. Oh shit, okay. Alright. Okay. Unexpected token. Talk type is not valid JSON. What is this? What the hell is this? What the hell? What? Oh. Select percentage 3D equal to income. What is 3D? It is a select thing and there is a 3D equal to, maybe it's an escape sequence, I think. If I remove this equal to, I don't think this will happen, right? Or should I just copy this thing, copy console, just see what happens. And you have all these unwanted jargon here. Close this, go to end. You have to get rid of all these things. Or just copy this, ChatGPT, and paste this. Explain this URL nomenclature. Query string key value pairs, key equal to value, and the percentage 3D. Right, I told you, right, it's an escape sequence. The 3D is URL encoding, spaces, characters get encoded, means this thing equal to, decodes to equal to, which is unusual. I have already, there are two equal to's. No, there is only one equal to, and then I think the equal to gets automatically added, so I just have to do this. And reload. Just check that. Again, we have select equal to income, and there is another issue. Syntax error, unexpected token dash in this thing. I have to copy this, copy console, and paste it. Get rid of all this thing. The error VM27 unexpected indicates that the JavaScript expected a JSON response but received a HTML document instead. This issue commonly arises in web development when a fetch XML HTTP request call is made and the server responds with an HTML page. When the client side is attempting to pass the response as JSON, the server responds with a HTML page, an error page, a redirect, or a non-API endpoint. A non-API endpoint, which means that there is no URL. There is no URL that the backend is trying to, the front end is trying to fetch. The backend could not give the URL because I have not defined it correctly, which means there should be select equal to income. Why is it income? It must not be income, yaar. It must be ATM. Alright, I should select ATM. Then select equal to ATM has come, and the question mark is missing here. So I have to put the question mark here. So the question mark is there. Then I should reload the whole thing, and if I go down and select ATM, again there is an error. What error is that? It is expecting something and it has returned something. The response is response.json. This is the response. I'll just do this thing. Is it calling the function? அதான் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சாகணும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். ஃபங்க்ஷனை கூப்பிடுதானே தெரில, பின் என்ன பண்ணுறது? Is it calling the function? Income node runs கிடையாது. And பாத்தியா ஃபங்க்ஷனே கூப்பிடல. It's not calling the function. There's something wrong here. Console.log URL. Oh, it is logging here. Okay. This is from the log that I have created. Yeah, it is not the fetch is a problem. It is not fetching properly. Right. Oh, what if it's expecting this thing? Yeah, it's expecting this, and I just give it that. Okay, fine. Scripted for ATM. Still, it's an error. There is something wrong. It's not this thing. So I have narrowed it down to this thing. So let me just do this. Just remove this thing. Function or category change value. It's a unique code. It's returning the entire page, man. I'm making a mistake here. So I have to bring all my clothes in. The power went off. I'm sorry, chat. Looks like I have to. What is happening here? This shit happens all the time. Let me just continue. I think it is stuck, man. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Uh, the monitor is just laptop screen. Okay, right, 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 right. Sorry, man. It's just funny stuff. Okay, alright. It's not just. It's gonna keep it to ChatGPT. Oh, select is not part of this thing, man. It's just a query. It's just a query. But the query is, then it will show this thing, no? That's why it is just calling all these things. Debit amount, debit amount, debit amount. Okay, something different is happening here. So this showing this. Oh, the new URL is complete everything, right? அதான் கரெக்டாக சொல்லியிருக்கு. It is said. Yes, come. ATM has called. Thank you, ChatGPT. This is what is happening here. Okay, let me just think about what is happening. இது வந்து select query. See, I have never used any of these things. What if I just choose just get rid of all these things, and will this thing work again? Cool, it is working, which means this select is there. It is the query value, and the value that I'm selecting from the drop down box is going to be replaced in the place of select, and then the URL is going to be sent as slash selected slash some value, and the URL is not going to be sent like this. This is the home URL, and it will be selected with this thing. I don't get it. புரியலையே எனக்கு ஏன் சுத்தமாக புரியல. But somehow it is working. What is this fetch doing? அப்போனா இந்த இதை நான் போட்டு I have to ask this question. What does this thing do when I select the value? Is it sending the URL directly? Explain. Query parameters versus path parameters. In the front end line, we have this thing. This creates a URL. This the routine path. Root path contains this. The query parameter is this one. Correspondingly, fast backend API should be this. Because fast API will automatically parse the part. Oh, okay. It just looks for the category, and wherever the query parameter is there, the query parameter is taken inside as a variable. All right. And it is getting parsed automatically. Okay. It's just in this snippet I see fetch slash selected plus equal to value. fastAPI is aware of this. This is how it should be. Alright, so now I have learned how to send query parameters or send the parameters that I have selected on the web page to the backend, and the backend can respond to the corresponding selection, right? Oh, that's so cool. It's nice. So I can now select, and based on the thing, I can call other functions, and the web page can respond without reloading. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, look at how fast it is. Nice. I'm getting all the selected variables here. Cool. Okay, I think the streaming is going on, or is it not? I have no idea, man. Oh shit, something is wrong, man. Which is going on? I don't know what is going on here. Are you guys able to see the stream? I'm not able to see anything here. Oh my god. This thing is gone, man. External monitor is gone. Only this is there. Is it still streaming? It is not streaming. Is it because of this going to another desktop? अरे यार. So in case of power failure, something bad is happening. What is happening here? Sorry chat, something bad has happened with my whenever there is a power cut and something bad has happened with my it messed up my streaming setup, and I cannot show you what has happened here, but I will show you in the next. I have fixed something, and I'm able to get a response from the front end and the back end, and I'm able to send data between them, and it's all very fast. Previously, whatever I do, whatever button I click, the whole page reloads and it updates the whole thing, which is a very tedious process. But right now, only the essential data is getting. Only the essential. Sorry, when I press something, only the thing that needs to be updated gets updated instead of reloading the whole thing. I think that's pretty cool, and that's what I did. And in the next chart, or in the next stream I'll be explaining what I did, and so that we're not feeling lost. But I think everybody's lost. Anyway, see you. I'll stop streaming.